and welcome back to the vlog. Alrighty, so we're at Grimes Point, which is an archaeological area outside of Fallon, Nevada, which is like an hour outside of Reno, give or take. And we're just getting started on our next ride. This should be a lot of fun. We're gonna head out to 50, America's loneliest highway. It's a beautiful ride out that way. There's a lot of space, but it's a lot of beautiful space. So we're hit the little towns between Fallon and Ely. Ely is really where we're going to stay for tonight. So the ride out is really just to enjoy the 50 and explore the area, see what's there. And then we're going to go into the Great Basin National Park. I've always wanted to go there. It's supposed to be a really, really nice national park, but it's also one of the least visited national parks. So that should be a ton of fun. We're going to explore that area for a couple of days and then head back along the 50. This should be a blast. About a week on the road this time out. Really looking forward to having some fun out here. Looking forward to Highway 50. We've done Highway 50 before, but I gotta tell you, it's a cool road. It's a cool motorcycle road. If you get out on the 50, you just have to go out there with the understanding that it is a long way from nothing. They do not call it the loneliest highway in America for no reason. It's beautiful landscape and just great scenery to ride through. It's fantastic motorcycle riding. But yeah, if you want to feel like you're like the only person on the road, that'll do her. Anyway, Grimes Point is a pretty cool place. We've been here before. They have these pictographs on the rocks and a hiking trail that lets you walk through it. It's kind of cool. It's just kind of a spot in the road. There's not a lot here, just a little hiking area. But it makes for a fun walk in the morning before it gets to be 1,000 degrees out here. I have to warn you too, this is northern Nevada. Not like southern Nevada where it's insanely hot, but it gets warm out here. So this whole ride, we're expecting probably in the 90s, which is not too bad. Hot, but not like insanely hot. You bring plenty of water, and it's gonna be good. So we're heading out on a Sunday, and there's a ton of bikes out here. Highway 50 is kind of a biker's motorcycle road. It really is. You don't think of it that much as it because it's not twisties and it's not mountains. It's wide open spaces. But a ton of bikes come out here because they want that open, get out on the open road and see what the road looks like kind of feeling. And yeah, that is the 50. All right, let's check out what the Grimes Point has to offer. Spend a minute here and then we will jump on the 50 and start heading east through the long northern Nevada loneliest highway in America. And it's super peaceful out here.
Only you and me.
It's only you and me.
Yeah. Nobody here.
So yeah, I love these secluded places. You know, you go to the normal like touristy areas, that's fine. Part of the appeal, getting out on a bike, is finding places like these where it's just us. That's why, you know, last trip up to Canada, one of the best rides we took, I think it was the 23, as I recall, out of Revelstoke, and it was just up through this just 2-lane road through the Canadian rainforest, the British Columbian rainforest, and that was just fantastic. Like there ain't nothing up there. So a couple of weeks ago we were in Canada doing the Canadian Rockies and coastal mountains, and now we're in the Nevada desert. You gotta love the changes. Totally different world. Each has its own beauty. if you ever find yourself needing to get away from it all, Highway 50. This, if I recall correctly, this is where the B-17s would practice their bombing runs. And of course, at the time, there was nothing here. And 80 years later, there still ain't nothing here. This place is just friggin' beautiful. If you want to get away from it all, this is pretty much away from it all. Highway 50 through Nevada is one of those roads you just lose yourself in. It just feels endless. These vast, long stretches that seem to go on forever. It's the definition of the open road, and they call it the loneliest road for a reason. I find myself settling back in my seat, watching the desert drift slowly by. It's surreal. It's just a different kind of riding. It brings peace to your soul that's just hard to match. Out there, it feels like you've dropped into some strange alien world. It's beautiful and it's harsh all at once. Dry, barren, vast, uncompromising, truly a unique place to ride a motorcycle through. Quick gas break here in Austin. Beautiful ride up here. Long straight roads. Highway 50 is great. It is a really beautiful road. Now, granted, it's far out there. Alright, so we're probably halfway there, I would say. Austin's kind of in the middle. We cross over from here, head back down into the valley. That's probably another 200 miles, give or take. It's really not that far in the scheme of things. Maybe a 5-hour ride. But gosh, gorgeous countryside to come through. We're trying to chase the heat of the day. Because, it's going to be hot out there. Morning was really nice. It was in the mid-70s, but it's starting to heat up. So we're hoping to get in to Ely by about 2:30 or so. Just about the time it starts getting really hot. We'll see. We'll see how quickly we get there. Goodness, what a nice ride. Tons of fun. They stole cow. They stole it in 1998.
1998?
1998. Who steals cows? I mean, seriously. Damn. Alrighty, that's far away. Well, if you ever want to get away from it all, that'll do it. Man, you want to take a motorcycle out on a long, lonely highway? This is it. Just put on some decent tunes, crank it up, go and go and go and go. That is Highway 50. Of course, that's the whole point, getting on a motorcycle. Every route, every trip, something new to see, something totally different. That is an amazing view, I have to admit. You don't want to be walking out here though, definitely. Yep, okay, so if you want to get away from it all, definitely here. After passing through Austin, we rode over the Austin Summit and down into the Big Smoky Valley. Here, the 50 becomes even more remote. Nothing but road. Arrows straight through the endless expanses. It feels remote and empty, but not just empty today, but like it has always been that way. This is one of those places that would have looked much the same 100 years ago, probably 1,000 years ago. It's a timeless place, one that puts today's challenges and tomorrow's into real perspective. Oh my goodness, that was a long ride.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, we are at the Hautau Nevada, our home away from home. This will be our hub, so we'll stay here. Ah, great ride, but hot out there. Alrighty, let's get checked in, let's get settled, go find some food. Yeah, let's go. Good morning. Alright, so we're at the Great Basin National Park. And yeah, this place is out here. I always wanted to come out here because I always wanted to come out here. It's one of the least visited national parks from what I understand. And I sort of figure out why. Because it is way out here. So you come out of, well, we came out of Ely, just off the 50 and then down the 6. Beautiful stretch of road, but nothing there. We're going to do the scenic drive, go see what's up here. Let's go see what's what. The Great Basin National Park, it's a place of contrasts. The valley floor sits at around 5,000 feet, while the scenic drive, the main road through the park, climbs to over 10,000 feet at its end. The difference is just stark. Dry, hot temperatures pushing the 90s by 10 a.m. down in the valley, turning to cool, crisp air closer to 70 degrees at the road's end, just 12 miles later. The climb up from the valley along the scenic drive is just breathtaking. As you rise, the valley spreads out below you. Sheer rocky peaks close in on one side, endless golden valleys stretching out on the other. The road gains over 4,000 feet in elevation in just a dozen miles. It's like driving from the desert floor straight into another climate entirely. That ride alone was worth the whole trip. Oh, what a difference a few thousand feet of elevation make. Oh my goodness. Oh, check this place out. So, we're just off the entrance on the scenic route. Man, that's crazy. So, yeah, like I said earlier, it's one of the least visited national parks, but I don't see why. It's really gorgeous up here. And down on the basin, coming up, it was super hot. And we were like, oh shit, this might be a pretty toasty trip, but boy, we're up at about 10,000 feet maybe, a little bit less, I think I saw on the last sign. And it's cool, a little bit windy, just gorgeous. Great motorcycle riding. That scenic road is really nice. We've not been up this way before. Actually, we heard of it, but we had no idea what was here. Beautiful roads. I love these twisty little mountain roads. And the elevation change is a real nice shift from the desert. Yeah, this place is a great ride. There are some crazy, beautiful views up here. Yeah, we took the easy trail. We couldn't have picked a better day. A little bit of thunderclouds coming in. I'm sure it'll rain later, but it makes it nice and cool. Big shift from down in the basin. Man, that is hot down there. Oh, the places you find. Yeah, you just gotta go check it out. Sometimes you just gotta go check it out. Beautiful ride up this way. Coming out to 50, that's really nice. Man, if you want to go on a road where there's a whole lot of nothing, do the 50. It's a beautiful ride, but it's out there. Compared to some roads, it's not as remote as maybe like the 395 north into Oregon. But yeah, you get out there, there's long, long straight roads. They seem to go on forever and ever. Totally different kind of riding. That's what I love about it. Sometimes, you know, you do the twisties, do the mountains. That was a lot of fun. Up into Canada and Washington and that area. That was a ton of fun. Out into the desert, down to Vegas, and out into Scottsdale for the bike shows. That was a lot of fun. Coming up here is really nice. We hiked maybe a mile from the road's end. And this is the payoff. Crazy pretty. The places you find. Every time you go exploring, you go find some place you didn't know existed. Yeah, I've said it before. I understand the explorer's mindset. So many tracks you've never been down. You gotta go down a few of them. Now that was a hike. That'll wear you out fast, but boy, the payoff is worth it. Look at that view. So we hiked up to the Bristlecone Grove. These trees, they're like 1,000 years old. They've been here long time. It's an amazing sight. This tree has been here more than almost 3,000 years. Unbelievable. Makes you feel pretty young. These trees were growing back when people were still riding horses and building pyramids. Actually just puts in perspective, you know what I mean? Just puts in perspective how things are. You see nature like this, trees that have been around that long, just puts things in perspective.